Good evening, this is Debbie Davis. It is October 10th, 2024. And okay, we have more things I just wanted to touch on today that I'm going through personally. Like, it's just the harassment against me just never ends. And so I have to keep reporting these different things that are happening. I mean, they were just out here re-hooking up the internet. It's supposed to be included in our lease, but we couldn't get the landlord to fix the issue with the, even though it's supposed to be included in our lease. So we had called directly, and we were going to just split the bill with the internet and the cable here amongst the renters here. And they came out, and like some of the cable's working, but not the internet, or vice versa. This is with Comcast. So, that's one issue that we're having. And then the other issue that I'm having personally is that more issues with unemployment office. I filed last week. Normally it only takes like 4 days for it to deposit. It says that I'm owed, it gives me this message saying, you're owed $461 for the week, I've been authorized to receive, okay, so where's the money? Okay, I haven't received one deposit for this week. And the other thing I wanted to mention, and I mean, normally it comes within like at least 3 days, and then the other thing I wanted to mention about them is that I had an appointment where they tried to, and they always try to say that whenever I am going in and I'm doing my weekly, they ask me every week, okay, did you upload your resume, did you this and that, and you got to put in these dates. And I, like, every single week I put in that I uploaded my resume, and I met with a career force person on September 18th, and I was over there meeting with her, and she saw that I uploaded my resume. She confirmed it and everything. And so I put that in, like, literally, like, for over a month and a half now. I've been putting in weekly that I already got that done, and they still won't, like, it still doesn't show in the system that I got that part done. There's just constant, like, the fraud in the unemployment. It's just unbelievable, the fraud in our state. Okay, and then when they played the same game, saying I didn't meet with a workforce person, a few months back, when they were the ones who never called me. And I had evidence on my phone that I never received a phone call. So then I was denied 2 weeks of my unemployment because they tried to say that I didn't do my workforce assessment. And it's like, okay, I'm somehow in the wrong here when you're the ones who never called me. And so then I was supposed to have this appeal court date, because I was appealing those 2 weeks. And that was on my calendar here, as you can see. It was on my calendar, October 24th. I had a appeal court date that was supposed to happen at 2:15. Nobody ever called from unemployment. I make sure and take screenshots of the different calls, that happened that day and stuff like that. Nobody from unemployment office ever called. Okay, I never received a phone call. Am I supposed to know that I'm supposed to call in for a court date? That's your job. You're the state. You're supposed to call me. I don't know the number to call in for a court date, an appeal court date. And am I getting paid by the state to do your job, where I have to call you, or were you supposed to call me? You were supposed to call me at 2:15 for an appeal court date. Okay, I don't work for you. You're the state, and you were supposed to call me. So, and you didn't do your job. And you didn't do your job calling me for the workforce assessment. And yet I'm getting punished for you not doing your job. Okay? You know, I've just about had enough of whoever is running. You know, I'm sure it's the Democrats running these state offices. You know, I mean, you know, if it was any more corrupt here, I mean, I don't know even know how the state is functioning. So once again, you know, it's more games that they play. Like it's like living hell to try to just get anything from this unemployment office, and then they're trying to play games and say. So at first in March 2023, they said, okay, the workforce panel is approving a bill to extend the unemployment benefits in Minnesota. That was March 2023. Okay, then then in August 2023, just a few months later, just some random article comes out from the Star Tribune that, you know, it doesn't even say, like, I don't know who wrote it even, and it says, oh, the feds are now estimating that they believe there is an overpayment of unemployment benefits in Minnesota. And it doesn't say like who the feds are. Are you talking about the feds, like the deep state FBI? Because we all know that the FBI is deep state. So is that who you're referring to? That the deep state does an investigation? Because they're deep state. The FBI is part of the deep state. Okay, so, you know, that doesn't mean anything to me. It doesn't mean that there's any investigation that happened there. Because, you know, I've got right on the phone call, right on my channel, I've recorded calls to the FBI who clearly aren't doing their job. And they are clearly part of the deep state. You know, like at least 3 phone calls I've recorded, you know, try to actually report crimes to them multiple times. When I first got back from Arizona, and then later when I was getting literally, you know, tons of harassment right at my house, you know, hacking right into my screen on my phone, on my TV, hacking my phone, you know, and, you know, serious hacking issues, you know, and you know, you can see now that, you know, our Social Securities numbers have all been hacked. Our healthcare information has been hacked. So I think that was probably pretty pertinent information that I was trying to report to them at the time. And I reported that on my channel. I was trying to call the FBI saying I got somebody hacking, like literally right on my computer screen right now. They're hacking right on my computer screen. I can't even watch TV because somebody's literally on my computer, my smart TV, hacking my computer right now. And they put like some gross horror movie up. You know what I mean? That's what scared me also. And that's what when I tried to call the FBI, that's what it was creepy. It was like satanic, you know? And then, oh, they didn't even return my phone call. It was that one where I tried to call the Chicago FBI, and then the local, I had already tried the local one here. You know, I mean, they're just worthless. They're worthless. And then it says, according to the Department of Labor, but then it says in the same article in August 2023, but then it says, so then this is an article that supposedly came out between the feds and the Department of Labor. Now, you remember I went to the Department of Labor. I did a video about this just about a month ago, where I went to their office because I had filed a complaint because I had gotten wrongfully let go, you know, and then it doesn't make, you know, and on top of it, I said unemployment is expecting me to be out there looking for work and stuff when I keep having the same thing happening in the workplace, where I keep getting discriminated against and fired for no reasons. So, you know, this is a Department of Labor issue, and this is not the first time I've complained, and I had them on video, and I went over in there and I said, what happened with my complaint? Because how do you expect me to continue looking for work, or whatever you expect me to do here, when I keep getting the same thing happening in every work environment? And then this girl looks up my case, and I got her right on camera, and it says, nobody was assigned to your case. So no investigator at the Department of Labor was ever assigned to my case. So these people are clearly deep state too, you know, run by the Democrats here. I mean, I mean, the Democrats are part of the deep state, is what I'm saying. And they're running things, and it's clearly not in the favor of any kind of normal, hardworking people here, you know. And so it says, but then it like totally contradicts itself. Like in the article, it's like, first they said, well, it seemed that this was mostly due to errors made by the people claiming benefits. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I don't even know what you're talking about. And then they contradict themselves again, and then they say that Department of Labor also estimates Minnesota's unemployment insurance overpayments has the lowest fraud. The lowest overpayments and fraud were among the lowest. We are among the lowest in the country. So then they contradict themselves again in the same article and say, but we are the lowest in the entire country for fraud. So basically what it sounds like to me is it sounds like the feds and the Department of Labor and the Democrats are trying to steal the money from the American people and not pay our unemployment benefits. That's what it sounds like to me, because this article is clearly a bunch of bull honky. It doesn't make any sense, this article that came out in 2023, you know. And so it doesn't make any sense if you read through it. It's like they're totally contradicting themselves. It sounds to me like they're just trying to find any reason they can to just steal the money so we don't, and not pay the unemployment. That's what it sounds like to me. I mean, they're openly just trying to steal our money, the feds and the Democrats, so they don't have to pay the unemployment. Because it just, you know, the whole article doesn't make a bit of sense. Like, there was nothing, like, you clearly contradict yourself the whole time. You don't make any sense. And so, you know, it sounds, you know, it's pretty clear that you're just trying to make something up so you don't have to pay people unemployment. And there's some people, you know, there's many people that don't have any other income coming in. You know, thankfully, you know, I mean, it's just, you know, a lot of people don't have any other income besides their unemployment, right? You know, and this isn't like with my situation, like I'm due. It's not like I'm even asking for an extension. This is the what I have earned for the time that I worked. I worked for like a total of 3 years straight or whatever it was, you know. So that was just, you know, what I had accrued, you know, and there was no valid reason why I was even let go. I mean, it's just, I think it was more like a money issue, you know, some people were being laid off or whatever the situation. And so it doesn't make any sense. But then the other thing I wanted to mention is that I also have this company that I have used for my other business, where I send out sometimes emails, right? It's called Constant Contact, where you can, you know, send out emails to people. And then there's this terms of use thing that I just found online, you know, and I just use it to send out emails, you know, and stuff like that. So it's, you know, like a database. You can send emails out to a database, you know, and that's what you use it for. And you can send like one thing out to a whole group at once. So that's, you pay for this service. But then I was looking at it the other day, and all of a sudden there's this like new contract that what came up in 2023, and it says, like, there's all this crazy stuff that that came out in this contract that I wanted to warn people about, because I know a lot of people use Constant Contact, but it says there was a new terms of use agreement. I was never sent or contacted. I was never sent anything about this terms of use, and I've been paying, like, I pay a monthly fee to use the email list, you know. It says without permission or knowledge, or I didn't sign any agreement for this at all, and I was never even sent the contract. So, and they got this stuff in this contract that they put in there that I think everybody needs to know about. And it says now that they have an automated data collection. You consent to use collecting data from your website, such as harvesting bots, robot spiders, or scrapers, and the use of that data for internal purposes. And the second thing, and then the second thing that they added on the contract is this intellectual property rights stipulation, meaning that all intellectual property, industrial property, and other proprietary rights throughout the world, including all rights in or arising out of patents, patent applications, inventions, invention disclosures, trade secrets, know-how, proprietary information, copyrights, moral rights, and trademarks, that they have intellectual property rights over your website or something they're trying to say. It's like, I don't even know, like, you're a marketing email list. I'm sorry, why would you think that you have permission in any way to collect my data and my intellectual property on my website? Like, this is totally bizarre. So you have to look at if you have, I know a lot of people use this constant contact email list. So this was some kind of terms of use. So it makes me really leery to use this service now. So I just thought I would mention this to people, these couple things to take a look at. So anyway, well, I mean, Trump won, and of course I've always been a Trump fan, and I know he's linked up with Robert Kennedy too, from what I sound, and I like Robert Kennedy too. So hopefully, we'll have some good things happening. But I know this is going to be a battle like it was last time. Like, they're going to try to not they're going to try to do stuff like not confirm the election or whatever. They're trying to say some kind of fraud happened or something like they tried last time. So they're going to, it's still going to be a battle. But anyway, okay.